Kinyan Kesef. Kinyan Kesef is usually a beginning of payment. It doesn't have to be full payment. It's the beginning of payment. I now go and buy something. When I come to Kinyan Kesef, it doesn't mean I'm paying the whole price. The whole price is discussed. I'm going to pay $100,000. True. But right now, what am I giving? The $10? The payment of the $10 gives me the goods. That is the normal way of Kinyan Kesef. Again, Kinyan Kesef does not mean I'm paying up the whole value. It's the beginning of payment. There is a discussion and there is an understanding that payment will be given. It's true.
Right.
But right now, when are the goods going to be in my domain?
When you get the $20.
When I give the $20.
Right.
But it's as good. That means, does it stand the same way?
That is Kinyan Kesef. Yeah, Kinyan Kesef.
You own the goods.
We own the goods.
But Rabbi,
A Kinyan, again, a transaction. A transaction does not mean.
Put deposit, $100.
Yeah.
It's yours. If the price went up, he can't change.
Money's yours. I give a contract. I didn't give a penny. It's mine. I do mashicha. I didn't give a penny. It's mine. The meaning of the minds in a kinyan is of the absolute. Doesn't mean I paid yet. Nothing to do with payment. Now that I have the goods, I have a debt. It's true. But what makes the goods mine? A kinyan. Now, there are many different types of kinyanim. The kinyanim usually do what? Or a method of showing ownership on the goods. When there's a transfer of money, that means the goods are coming to me. The same way the money came to you, the goods are coming to me. That is a kinyan. The way I grab the goods and I take them into my house, that is a kinyan. When I go and do what? I lift up the goods. I take the goods from the store into my car. Kinyan. All these are kinyanim. Kesef is a kinyan that what? By me transferring money, the goods become mine. Ka'isha niknit b'kesef. A woman is acquired by money. It's different. Because in this kinyan kesef, there is no what? There's no debt. Nothing is what? Nothing is created outside of the money which is given.
Right. How much is the Aishani Kran Bekesef? How much is the
Pruta.
One pruta.
I have now Chatzi Pruta.
Right. We're not going to go there. We just had 2 pages of Hatzi Pruta. We're not going there. What do you want to know about
Now,
Pruta?
and let it stand.
I'll bring it tomorrow.
Nothing to do with anything.
Marry me today.
Why?
Nothing to do with anything.
Show us what took
Who
place.
cares? That's history.
That's exactly what's
Mr.
You
Doctor.
should have the answer right away. You have the answer right away.
That's nothing. That is not a meaning of the mind. The receipt. Doctor, listen. Doctor, listen. The receipt is after the kinyan was made. After the kinyan was made, you have a receipt that said, look what happened. That's not the kinyan. That is the history of the kinyan. Nothing to do with anything. I have a receipt. A receipt means nothing.
Nasa tayara mimeno.
Make a tayara, man. Pay your airplane. Receipt is just telling me what took place. After there was a kinyan, there was a receipt. Who's giving the receipt? The seller's give. The seller gives. I don't know where you come from. You come from Africa. You go to the store. I just said, why is
I
on the
said,
wire?
who gets it?
So what does that have to do with anything? Where's the kinyan? Where does it show ownership when I go get a receipt? There's no ownership.
Right.
Ownership is when I do something to show that the goods are coming into my domain. Now, when it comes to money, just like every other kinyan, it doesn't mean I'm paying for the goods. I'm starting payment. That is the kinyan. By Isha, no. It's not the start of payment. It's the end all. I'm not going to give anything else besides what I'm giving at the Kiddushin. Hayal Mekudeshet Li, with this kesef, there's going to be no other payment. Doctor, are you with us? Don't lose it. Now the Gemara goes on and says, when it comes to kesef, it doesn't mean only money. There was barter in the old days. There was barter.
Trade.
I'm trading. So the same thing applies by trade. I can give you something which is worth money.
My watch for your phone.
With the
I
goat.
trade you my watch for your phone.
5 pounds of potatoes with 2 yards of
Sorry.
salt.
Now, that because now, just like kesef does not have to be the full payment, the same thing when it comes to Shabbat kesef. It doesn't have to be the full payment. For example, I'm buying a cow, and what am I selling? I'm buying it with 500 pounds of potatoes.
Yeah, that's me.
Now, what do? I give one potato. I own the cow. Now I have a debt of 499 potatoes.
Analyze this.
So kesef and shava kesef are what? Are the same.
Oh yeah. I thought you said no. Okay. So
Good.
Beautiful.
This is
The
no
right,
way
the minimum value. Comes the Gemara. It says, let's go back. Let's look.
What language is
We're
this?
on the Gemara on
Is this
Daf
Arabic that you are?
Zayin Amud Bet. We're going to start from a little bit early. We did it already. The first word on the line is teku. 8 lines on the bottom of the page. Ha'u gavra. We'll let you read, Avi. Maybe you'll come back tomorrow.
7B2.
What happened? What's the story?
It's silk. You weren't here. That's
Mr. Gindi, let him say. Shira'eh is silk.
What?
Silk.
So he wants to be Mekadesh, a woman?
He brings a bolt of silk to the wedding.
What?
A bolt of silk to the wedding. You're involved with material. You already forgot how you make
You know
sure.
Hermes silk.
That's it.
Read it. Come on. Don't go up there.
When you used to go buy cotton in Egypt, how did you buy it? By pound or by bolt?
Never. I bought ready-made garments.
Oh yeah, you didn't buy. Oh, I thought you bought the cotton in Egypt and made it in India.
I think I wanted the headache.
Okay, it means silk. He brought a roll of silk to the wedding. Rava Amar, go on.
אבא אמר, לא צריכי שומה.
There's no necessary need of what?
Estimated
Praise.
praise.
Rav Yosef Omer,
Did you learn last night?
רב יוסף אמר צריכי.
Tzricha Shuma. It is necessary to have appraisal. So usually, when you have a payment, what is your? Usually, when kesef is made, you need an appraisal. It is a necessity. Why? Because I have to know how much I owe you. I bought what? I bought $500 worth of goods. I gave you a potato. Now the potato is $1. So now I know I owe you $499. So I need an appraisal. When it comes to Kiddushin, I don't need an appraisal. I'm not paying you anything else. So what's the use of an appraisal? No need.
Got it. Is
I only want to know that it's
Sheve Pruta, right? What's a Sheve Pruta? Leave me alone.
Why would I need?
Right? And
It
you,
costs money to get it.
and did you, right? And what does it say here?
that you do have to?
רב יוסף, עם יוסף, צריכי.
Rabbi Yosef says you need an appraisal.
You better have known the price on that silk before you.
Did you hear what I said? But before that, when it comes to regular kesef, you always need an appraisal.
Right.
Why?
Because you need it's the value.
The value is important because you're going to pay back. What is the debt which has been created? But when it comes to Kiddushin, there's no debt created.
So why is it?
We just started the particular teku means whole new, something new. Something new.
No, Teko goes on before.
I'm saying once the end teku, you know this is new. New question. Bye. Let's go back.
Usually we don't have one Teko.
We had 4 tekus. Don't worry. We had 4 tekus. Oh, Gabra. Each one a different class. Each one a different case. How Gabra? Again. Start again.
ההוא גברה, להקדיש בשיריים, רבה אמר, לא צריך רשומה. רב יוסף אמר צריך רשומה. אידה אמר לה בכל דהוא כולי עלמא לא פליג.
If he said what? Whatever it's worth. No, please. You don't need any estimation. Even Rabbi Yosef agrees. The lo tzrich shuma. Ida amala chamishin. If he said, "Oh, I've got something good. It's worth $5,000."
Then it needs appraisal.
Right? The lo shavu chamishin, and it ends up not being worth chamishin. Halo shavu. It's not worth it. No kinyan. Keep pligi. Where is the argument? The Amar wants to give the value. The Amar chamishin. The shavu chamishin. And in truth, the valuation is. But she doesn't trust him. He goes and he gives her a ring. He knows. She knows when they go on a date. He says, "What are you ordering a steak?" He says, "I'm not bringing you dinner. Only a coffee." Very cheap. And then when it comes to Kiddushin, he brings her a ring, 4 carats. She knows he's a cheapskate. He says, "This ring, $22,000.
No, it's lab grown.
It's lab grown. She thinks it's lab grown. He thinks it's zirconium. So, in this case, you need what? An appraisal. He brings the appraisal from the Gem Institute. The Chamishin.
Why? As long as it is above peruta. That's what I said yesterday.
That's what we all said yesterday.
I told you that yesterday.
Why?
So the answer we gave was
Even the glass is worth.
He has to know what it's worth.
So is it? No. Maybe it is for her. Maybe it is for her.
He wasn't here. That's
That
he has to know.
He knows he's cheap.
some girls.
$50 for $50 I don't agree. For $20,000 I agree. That's what she has to know.
No girl today is minimum wage.
That's the reason she had to
No girl is minimum wage. Forget it.
She has to consent.
They're all online with us.
She's not consenting for $50.
Yeah, she's not consenting for lab. And she's allowed to leave.
I look good in this shirt, right?
That's because we also say.
He's the only one that isn't. He can't take the picture today. He's the only one missing.
When we play the part, maybe we get that one, right?
So the Gemara goes on and tells us they were the daughters of Rav Chizda. They wouldn't get married less than a pot of gold. This is the inyan we're talking about, Mr. Kidney.
Who'd you say?
Right? So you don't bring me a pot of gold? Don't come.
Who was that?
The daughters of at the beginning of the Perek. So it was here. They should only take what? Only a pot of gold. So therefore, but if they would take, what would be the deal? They take, that would be good Kiddushin.
They take what? Less?
But they take less.
They took half a pot.
I didn't understand. What do you say?
They would only take a pot of gold. But if they would take less,
But if Sephra came,
They're willing to take less.
and Sephra gave them what? Didn't give them a pot of gold?
Less, he gave it less.
They know. He didn't give them a credit card.
They know he's good.
He
for
says,
it. He has
he
it.
knows that. I told you who was the smartest lady in the life of Trump?
His first wife.
His first wife. She was brilliant. She didn't fight with him. She she took the divorce. All her children are sitting in the White House now. She was living in the lap of luxury. She knew he had money. What am I going to fight?
All the kids from the other women
Are gone, right? Because what? Because they all fought.
all the girls from the other.
Because they all fought him. Don't fight. Be nice.
From the Mala and Sharmuta.
Shamuta.
And the kid is Sharmuta.
Mama's make
Really?
Mama make
She's Sharmuta and the kid Sharmuta.
And Ivana was not more than Shamuta either. But you're the smart shvatim.
Very smart. No, she was smart, and her kids.
Right?
She held her tongue and then
Right?
paid off.
She knew what to do. She knew. Okay, back to our Nikuda. Can we go back? Let's go back. Right? Can we go on, Rabotai?
You changed every. You get a new one. You get a new blonde.
You have to know when you sign this law back.
Read this so free.
That we learned from Netanyahu.
Netanyahu, same thing.
Let's go on. So we have this concept of that when the value is said, then you have to have a what? You have to have a what? You have to have appraisal. Hello, Shavu, ki pligi dama 50 Shavu 50. Rav Amar, lo tzricha shuma, b'hashavu 50. Rav Yosef Amar tzricha shuma kivan ditata lo b'kiyeh b'shuma. A woman is not expert in appraisal, the law samchadata, and she doesn't believe. Ikadamri.
יש אומרים.
יש אומרים.
בכל דהוא, נמי פליגי.
Even when he says whatever it's worth.
Even then he needs appraisal?
נמי פליגי. רב יוסף אמר.
Yes, to verify.
Read it. What are you obvious? You're sleeping. Let's go.
פליגי, רב יוסף אמר שווה כסף. הרי הוא ככסף. מה כסף?
The kids.
The kids, מה זה kids?
You tell me. No Rashi in your head. I think it's a Hebrew word.
Kids? You mean kids? No, it's a different word.
No, not kids.
Okay, so the kids, just as money is defined. Defined.
Amount, I think.
Defined. It's known. It's a specific
defined.
amount. Defined.
Clearly defined.
But how do you
Clearly.
get defined from kids?
That's the word kids.
That's the final word, maybe.
The word kids, it doesn't mean the power don't change. Kids means it is defined. Ma kesef, the kids. Nami, the kids. It has to be defined. When I give a person $1, she knows it's 100 pennies. She knows it's 20 nickels. She knows it's 10 dimes. She knows it's 4 quarters.
Rabbi say it needs to be defined.
Right.
It needs to be.
Rabbi
You
Yosef.
can't just come with anything.
Like Rabbi Yosef has to be defined.
So can I when we get married over here with the silver, can I bring a silver piece, or it needs to be a silver coin that says $10?
Yesterday we went on and we saw the Shulchan Aruch. And the Shulchan Aruch came and told us that certain things don't have to be defined. This class right here,
We're Jewish. We're Jewish too.
that the Shulchan Aruch,
Rabbi's reviewing.
the Shulchan Aruch goes on and says that when it's something which can be radically different price, then you have to have exactly the price. If it's something which is very minor change, for example, I give her a potato. She knows the potato is not worth $10. Maybe it's $1, maybe it's 80 cents. That you don't have to have a kid. When it comes to a ring which has no engraving, simple ring, she knows it's worth $100, $150, $80, not such a big deal. But when you have a diamond, oh, that she doesn't know. Right?
That case, you need to have the appraisal.
Comes the Rambam, comes the Shulchan Aruch and says, don't put a stone on the ring. Give her a plain ring. Don't put a stone on the ring when you give Kiddushin. Give her a plain ring. Should we show it to you? Should we read it again?
So she knows what's the amount, more or less.
Do not put a stone under the chuppah, no stone.
Like this kind of
Why?
way.
This is why. This is why.
On my phone?
Made me buy her after.
Oh, after, oh.
After you got sacked, it don't matter.
can't. All right.
No, you got the diamond
That's
ring, but
history.
The other one. What's the other one? The one
I'll
that's
look at
The band.
The wedding band.
Oh, the eternity band.
Eternity.
eternity.
You got your eternity
No, that's
band.
also no good.
That's
That's also no good for you.
Why does this one is called the tennis
tennis.
I don't know.
Because
Anyway, let me plug in my son-in-law. Hamra Diamonds. Anybody?
and מקדשין בפחות משווה פרוטה. When it comes to marriage, you cannot marry less than שווה פרוטה. No. ומי הוא אם קדשה בחפץ סתם, אין צריך לשום אותו תחילה. אם שווה פרוטה. When it comes to a regular item, you don't have to check. אלא אם שווה פרוטה. מקודשת. ואפילו אם אמר לה, קדשי לי בחפץ זו. יש רואים שאם קדשה בדבר שאין בקין בשום מתן. If it's something which people don't have any idea what it's worth, ופעמים טועים בהם הרבה, and you'll make a big mistake, anywhere from $50 to $20,000.
Wait. This the reason some rabbis use the silver of the coin.
No. Now let's, we're not going to go to that.
That's what we thought. He said
That's not one.
No. ופעמים טועים בהם הרבה. כגון אבנים טובות ומרגליות, and also the same thing when it comes to what? Pearls. וכיוצא בהן, ואמר לה, קדשי לי באבן זו, ששווה נון זוז. צריך שומה. It has to be a praise. דלא שמחה דעתה. ויש מי שאומר שאפילו קדשה באבן סתם, ולא אמר לה ששווה זו. צריך השומה, even though he said it's only worth a פרוטה, who cares what it's worth? It's at least a פרוטה. Still needs a praise. ולכך נהגו. Therefore, what's the minhag? L'kadesh. Now look at what he says. Not bit matbeya, bit tabat she'en ba'evet.
no stone.
Because that has you don't have to worry about how much it's worth. If it is silver, you know, it's basically. If it's gold, you know, basically.
Platinum, you have an idea.
Agah, ve'im kacha b'tabat she'yesh bo evet. Comes to Rama says.
Bring a present.
או בסתם, טבעת, ונמצא של נחושת.
Yes, what I just
It
said.
has a nice ring, it looks like gold.
I bought it from the flea market.
Flea market.
That's no good.
אף על פי שאין דרך לקדש בכך, חיישינן לקידושין.
Why? שווה פרוטה.
The Rama says, maybe she doesn't care.
Maybe she doesn't care.
ואפילו אמרו העדים תחת החופה שהוא של זהב ונמצא נחושת, אף אגב דנינתינה נראית דלא מקודשת, אפילו אחי יש להחמיר. Even though from the deen it seems what?
Not make the day set.
We're going to be mahmir. That she's mekudeshet? Mr. Gindi, why are you talking wrong?
Why is that mahmir? She wants out.
Because now she needs a divorce.
Because she cannot be adultery.
Now she needs a divorce.
That's the mahmir. You have to give a
ומכל מקום,
Everything's going.
ומכל מקום, נוהגים תחת החופה לשאול לעדים. And the minhag is, as the edim, and the edim don't say, oh, this is worth much more than a pruta. You stay quiet. Would you answer? Yes. That's it. Shaveh pruta, shaveh. That's it.
Yes or nothing at all.
אם הטבעת שווה פרוטה, כדי שתדע הקלה שאין מקדשת רק בשווה פרוטה. גם, now he adds on, גם נוהגים לחסות פני הקלה הצנועות, that the girl, even the goyim, they're wearing a bikini at the wedding, but they're wearing a veil on their face.
Nice combo. Half and half.
They get married to Peach.
What's the story of the veil? Do they have to cover? They don't have to cover? When do they have to cover?
Okay, I'm going to tell you very quickly. It's not our Indian. The Shulchan Aruch goes on and tells us What is your? When it comes to getting married,
Yes.
you have to get married with what? With Kiddushin. Now, after Kiddushin, what do you have? Nisuin. How do we acquire through Nisuin? What is Nisuin?
No.
What is the chuppah? You call chuppah.
Keep bringing her into your home.
Comes the Rishonim. There's at least 4 different things which could be chuppah. What is it?
Bringing her into your home.
What are the 4 items?
No.
First, lifting up her veil.
Are you sure?
No, nothing to do with are you sure? Nothing to do with are you sure? What's the reason you lift the veil? Because which man has the audacity to lift a woman's veil?
The one getting married.
Only the one married.
Only the one getting married.
The father also.
Or the mother,
They
right?
make me, when you walk her to take the picture, they tell you, pick up her veil, give her...
Give her a kiss.
But you know that reason?
Now,
One has audacity. I never remember.
next.
Your 1G, they give you a sister.
Next. The second part of the chuppah. What is your? Going under the canopy.
Okay.
Number 2. Number 3. Going to Mr. Gindi. What's number 2? Number 3. Putting the talit over her.
Okay, beautiful.
The beggar. Ooh, now she's under my kanafim, under my protection. I'm going to protect her. If somebody comes to, I'm going to take the gun and shoot him.
Okay, but why do we
So, well, listen.
tell me the 4?
Let's give you all 4. Then we tell. 4 is what? After the chuppah, what do? You go into yichud. And comes the Rambam and says, what is really the fourth? The fourth? When you consummate the marriage at the Hilton Hotel later. So those are 5 what?
What is it before? You said 4.
I said 4 now, adding 4. The Rambam says, you take her to the hotel and you consummate.
You consummate.
Before you consummate, good. Now we don't know which one.
What do you mean we don't know which one?
We don't know which one is the real chuppah. So what do we do? All 5. Got it?
We did all 4.
Are they based on different opinions, Rabbi? Some say this, some say those.
What?
Are they based on different rabbis' opinions?
Yes.
Some say this, some say
Because
that.
the Gemara doesn't help us.
Is drinking the wine considered?
Yeah, he wants to add it now. Rabbi Nash wants to add one more. Drinking the wine.
In the wine.
So therefore he comes and says,
Not gonna drink from a random guy's.
What about breaking the glass? That, not chuppah. Breaking the glass.
Breaking
He
the
didn't
glass.
break the glass. He didn't. He married?
he's married. Shaka. Even though we say Mazel Tov. You know where we got to break the glass? So we started with Bet HaMikdash, but really it was before the Bet HaMikdash. One rabbi, one Tanan, the of the Bet HaMikdash, saw that the people were being very, very celebratory.
I see they
This-
break the glass, everybody.
Right? So listen, I'm saying what they did. He saw that everyone was a little bit too happy. What did he do? He took a glass and threw it on the dance floor. Everybody stopped.
For sure.
I don't know, what is tonight? He was Greek. I say he was Lebanese. We went to a Lebanese wedding. Maybe you were there at a Sheva Brachot. And there was a man who used to, I forgot his name, he had a restaurant called The Dolphin. Remember The Dolphin?
Yes.
Who was the proprietor? Nice Israeli man. Very good fish.
On Coney Island Avenue.
On Coney Island, right. And then he moved to Avenue M. Unbelievable restaurant.
Every time we went in there, he came and sat with us for a half an
Right,
hour.
very nice man.
That's why not to go.
But the food was delicious. The food was delicious. Now, one day,
No, listen to me, very good.
one day what takes place? We have Sheva Brachot. So some of you know Lebanese. And what took place? Somebody dropped this plate and broke it. Nice glass plate. He got mad. You break my plates? You come to break my plates? So the Chatan's father says, how much is the plate? He says, $2. Takes his plate. Yeah! And we ended up breaking 40 plates. Lebanese. He said the Greeks. Okay. Your people, your friends.
I took the other side.
Can we go on?
Now, white hat, black hat, blue hat.
No. I took the Syrian side.
Av Shava Kesef Nami, the kids. What's the word the kids mean? That it is a praise. Omer of Yosef. Rav Yosef says, where do I know this concept of appraisal? There's no concept of appraisal. Give her money, that's good. The Tanya. I learned it from Eved Kanani. Eved, what does Rashi say? Look at Rashi. Eved Ivri. What happened to Eved Ivri? I bought him for $70,000 for 7 years. Now he worked for 2 years. How much did that we redeemed for? For 50,000. There must be a pure evaluation of how many years he worked and the deduction. So what does that have to do with us? The Kesef Miknato. The Pasuk says, by Eved Ivri, you are able to what? To redeem him with the money that he was bought with.
For the money of his purchase.
You buy him, you acquire him with the Kesef of his purchase.
Only money, not merchandise.
The Kesef who the Nikneh, he is acquired with money, the Eno Nikneh v'tuva v'kelim. And he's not acquired with what? Barter, to eat, tuva v'kelim, hechidami, ilem v'dolo makne b'hu klal, yashiv. We have a problem. We know that in Masechet Bechorot, Zion, are you with us? In Masechet Bechorot, we learned it. That almost everything, Mr. Gindi, listen, almost everything, Kesef and Shava Kesef are equivalent. There's no difference between the dollar which says United States dollar on it and the potato which is worth the dollar. No difference. Shava Kesef, Kesef. There are 2 places where Shava Kesef is not Kesef. And here is not one, Mr. Gindi. Where is it? Where's the one? There's 4 Shabbatot starting in Adar. And one of them tells me I have to give money. Machzit shekel. You have to give Machzit shekel, and you don't give what? The value. That's one place where what? Where money is needed and Shava Kesef doesn't work. Another case, when I want to redeem Maaseh Sheni. What's Maaseh Sheni?
Take it to Israel and eat
You
it.
take it to Jerusalem and eat it. Now you have apples, 2 tons of apples. You're gonna go take a tractor trailer and bring out Podeh Bekesef. Can I Podeh with potatoes? Can I be Podeh with watermelons? So those are 2 times. You don't have any you could use.
Money is money.
Money, it has to be money. Those are the 2 cases. So certainly here, you could go and redeem a slave with potatoes.
Right.
As long as the value is the value.
No, they say no, there's a pasuk again.
I'll tell you, we're going to explain it.
They're gonna knock
You know what it's going to explain it? I'll just tell you, so you don't get confused. There's a kinyan called Kinyan Tuva V'Kelim, learned by Boaz. You know Boaz? What is the? This I'm going to blast you. What kinyan did he create? What's that another name for Sudar? You're right. Chalipin.
By giving her toasted meat?
What is kinyan kesef kelim v'tuvua? It's not talking about you can't redeem your slave with tomatoes or potatoes or cucumbers. It means you can't redeem him with just a kinyan chalipi, and we'll discuss it tomorrow.
Rabbi, what kind of coin did they use as
Oh, you're right.
we doing it?
We have to
After Pesach, Rabbi.
after Pesach.
Why don't we see him
You do it, Mr. Gindi, read the Gemara further.
Don't put your shoulder out.
That's what I said. I'm going to give you. Where's this? Everybody have a good day.